Hey guys, it's Morgan coming back to you with another video. I know I said I was all done with this bike, but if you watch that whole video, you'll know that there was some few little things coming. They actually managed to show up before our trip to Phoenix, so I'm gonna go ahead and do it. Just can't leave well enough alone. And I just put these grips on, which is a huge waste. So now I gotta take these grips off because what I got is a super rad. I'm sure you already saw the thumbnail, you know what we're talking about, but we got a T Rex billet throttle from T Rex Moto. I did buy this thing, so this one wasn't free, folks. I wanted this thing and I bought it. I'm super stoked. I got one for my kid for Christmas this year, and he loves it. This thing is rad. All super nice, pretty billet aluminum. The whole housing, everything. It's really, really nice. It turns really easy. But then let me show you something cool. Because I've had billet throttle tubes before, and I didn't really like them because I couldn't put my bar ends in them. And anyway, the guys at T Rex Moto knew how I felt about that because they must have watched my videos. And check this out. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. End cap screws off. And now I can run a grip on here, and I'm stoked. The one thing I don't love is the fact that we've got to run normal grips. I've grown very accustomed to lock-ons. Normal grips are fine. Like, it's no big deal. I'm not whining. I'm just saying I got used to them. Now I'm going to have to get used to find the right grip again because I don't remember which one I like. So let's install this thing. We also got a cable from them. We're going to put that on, and I'm also going to be jetting my bike for Phoenix, which is about 2,000 feet. So yeah, let's get after it. Obviously, I got the tank and everything off already. Now we're going to slide the throttle housing off, the old one off, flip the carburetor, get the slide out, and get this all set up. All right, guys, I'm just loosening the carburetor clamps so I can twist it towards me and get the slide out. Here, hang on. So the extra coil is in the way. It's kind of a pain in the butt. By the way, I will be doing some testing unplugging that coil. Sorry I have not done that yet. I will do that here very soon to prove my point that there is no difference in the way the bike feels. It may emit less, but I'll give you that, I guess. I don't, anyway. And maybe it emits enough less to make a difference for the EPA, but I think it's snake oil for the EPA, not for us so much. I mean, I think Beta knows we're smart enough to realize that it doesn't really make a difference in performance. But hopefully it gets them to get to use carburetors for a little bit longer, so that's cool. Grip mat, another awesome use. Since it's flexible, it'll sit right there and not fall off. All right, got the carburetor cap off. Now we can just feed this up to here, and we'll slide the whole rig off. Nice thing is now I have a spare full throttle assembly, which is pretty cool because, you know, cables break, things happen, you crash real bad, whatever. It'd be nice to have this in the van with us. All right, if you guys have been watching long, you know I'm running the NECJ needle. Number 2 position here. I'm going to go ahead and put it in the number 3 for down in Phoenix. Phoenix is about 2,000 feet-ish. So we're going to go ahead and run it down, you know, the clip down, needle up, richen it up just a little bit. Drop that in there. You guys, be careful when you're doing this. These things are easy to strip out, and it's trying to do it right now. So just got to be super gentle as you go in with it. There we go. Now, take our T Rex throttle cable. And you don't have to run this throttle cable, guys. You can run a normal one, but I figured why not get the whole package so I can let you guys know how it is. So we're going to run that up there. This is going to come down through here. I'm just routing it the same way the other one was routed through all this mess. There we go. One thing, it's not going to fit in this little clip now. That's okay. I don't really care about that, but oh, actually, it does. So, okay. Now, screw our cap back on. Really cool, guys. Got a little bearing there, so this thing moves super smooth. It's not just plastic on metal. It's not ever going to wear out. This whole thing is all billet and pretty. So, I think let's go through here. Hook that up. And we'll run this all the way in, give it as much adjustment as possible to start. Take our wheel, hook that onto the cable. Nice. This on here. That's nice. This is just a hand tight thing, and there's an O-ring in there to keep water out, which is nice. All right, now that is crazy how smooth that is. Let's go put that on there real fast. There's an O-ring in the housing, so it's kind of hard to slide this on, but this still moves perfectly smooth. Got plenty of room here so I can back this out to like that. Now I'm actually gonna show you how I put grips on these things too, but let's push that all the way in for now to get everything else hooked up. The extra coil is thwarting me. I got it, but okay. Down thumb for the extra coil right now. All right, guys, I gotta check, but I don't think I'm gonna have any free play, which means I might need to there's an adjuster on that end of the thing. I might need to take that out and be able to thread it down in there further. We'll see if we can get enough of it with this. I don't think so. No, okay. There's not nearly enough free play in that cable, so let me undo this real fast, guys. Take that slide back out, undo all of it, and then I'll show you what I'm gonna do. Because on the stock cable, there's no adjuster on this end of the thing. Hang on. Let me show you what's going on here. All right, so you can see here, this is the part that threads into the top of the slide, or the top of the carb, and then this is an adjuster, and I think it's got to go because it's just not threading down in there far enough to give us any free play in the cable. There we go. Now I'm going to thread that back in, put all this back together, and we'll see if we got free play now. Yep, there's a little bit of play, not a lot, honestly. I'm gonna check this thing. We'll get it off of here, and hopefully there's enough. It's a little bit disconcerting, but yeah, I think there's enough. We'll find out here. All right, guys, got everything ready to go. Now, the way I install grips, when I've got to put something in the end, I don't want glue getting between the throttle tube and the bar. Take this, I'm gonna slide it out. And I'm gonna tighten it down. There we go. Now, and I'm gonna try these grips. I don't know if I'm gonna like them or not, but we're gonna give them a shot. But now it's way out over the end, so we can clean the inside of that. And we got our Pro Taper grip glue. Honestly, I don't know where I'm gonna get this now that Pro Taper's not a thing anymore. Well, it is a thing with Turn 14 distribution, but Tucker Rocky's not a thing anymore, so I don't have a dealership with these guys. I put a little bit on the inside as like lube, also glue there, a little bit on the throttle tube. We're just gonna go on quickly. There we go. Now, grab a rag. It's gonna drip a little here. It's mainly gonna drip right here, and what we don't want to do is get that on the housing. So take our rag and I'll wipe that. Make sure it doesn't get on the housing here. We come in here in the end, clean that really well. There we go. There's none left there. Now we can slide this thing inboard till it's just leave a little bit of bar sticking out here so that our bar ends go on, and if you do hit it and bend it, whatever, it can't possibly hit the throttle tube. I love the fact that it's got that screw type throttle tube. That is really cool. Oh, that is nice and smooth. I like that a lot. Let's get our bar end back on there. We're trying out the mitigator ends, guys, just to try something new. I like the G-rips, but I just wanted to try something different. There we go. Boom. Whew. That is a smooth throttle. I like that an awful lot. Now I got to put grips and whatever. I'll check in here at the end of the when I get it all done and back together and pretty and see what it looks like. All right, guys, got it all on there. I think that looks pretty rad. Looks good with all the rest of the red on the bike. It is buttery smooth. You'll have to take my word for that. Cool little thing right there. Gonna actually roll this back. Gonna have to roll this back a little bit because in case of a crash, we don't want this busting that, hits right on there. So we'll roll that back a little bit. But yeah, I think it looks awesome. Super excited about that. Thank you to T Rex for getting me that. I did get a discount, but I did pay for it. So that was one of the few things that I reached out and bought on my own on this bike. So thank you to everybody else who helped me out with this motorcycle. I very much appreciate it. It means a lot. Thank you to all you guys who watch here on YouTube that make my sponsors want to help me out. So thank you guys for that. I couldn't do this without you guys. So yeah, I'm gonna try these Rogue grips. I don't know, they feel kind of big, so I don't know if I'm gonna like that or not, but we'll let you know what we think about that. Now it's done. I'm sure until I find the next little thing I want to tweak on, but pretty psyched. I think this bike's pretty badass. Let me know in the comments what you think. Yeah, we'll see you guys on the next one.